Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Asan. I stand before you today as a senior in high school, as a member of the foster care system, and as a college applicant. I hope to attend Longwood University and study forensic science in order to work in law enforcement. However, I began my life with a quite different goal. Years ago, I grew up into the family business, which was the drug trade. This included the use, possession, distribution of illegal drugs and firearms. The loss of my only positive role model, my grandmother, sparked an evaluation of my actions, my goals, and my lifestyle. These past years have brought about monumental changes. For me, a new home, a new family, and a new school. With these big changes, I continue improving myself and my surroundings in order to provide a future and opportunity for those in circumstances similar to my own beginning. I used to think nothing of a future, believing my life will always revolve around drugs and my neighborhood. I used to view school with no meaning or purpose, seeing it only as an obstacle to my immediate wants and desires. I saw no use in a standard education. I was being taught what I needed to know to go into the family business. I used to lack any honest care for people, seeing them only as a means to an end. I used to feel resentment towards other children who were lucky enough to have what I so desperately wanted, a mother and a father. I used to surround myself with the older teenagers from my neighborhood who influenced my behavior by frequently skipping school, engaging in illegal activities, and disregarding others' feelings. These attitudes encouraged similar behavior in me. These individuals acted as role models for my way of life. Following my grandmother's illness, my life altered overnight. I moved 4 times and enrolled in 4 different high schools within a 2-year time span. Her death signified my final loss of my ties to my first family. And my first family, home, neighborhood, and lifestyle. The realization that the things I hold most sacred to me may only be temporary brought about the recognition that I could do something much more positive and beneficial with my life. I acknowledged my inner potential to make something great of myself. I discovered my desire to have a future and acted as an encouraging role model for my little sister. I became interested in forensic science from TV shows like CSI and Law & Order, which I watched in my spare time after school. I began to understand the importance of attending school, learning, and earning a high school diploma. I set my sight on college applications and finding a career that matched my passions and interests. I want to utilize my personal growth as a tool to bring about positive changes for individuals with a start much like my own. I want to lessen the frequency of illegal activities and black-on-black crime in neighborhoods similar to the one which I grew up. I want to provide growing and impacted children with a positive role model who encourage school attendance and community involvement. I want to open the eyes of individuals much like myself to help see their own potentials and bright futures. Instead of taking advantage of one another and using people, I want to teach the importance of caring and understanding your neighbor to give help when needed. Today I stand before you as a young man who understands, appreciates the importance of education and earning a high school diploma. I know how to recognize personal potential and use it to create a healthy, positive life for myself and others. For these life lessons, I have my role models to thank. A little over 2 years ago, my life began to change when I met Mr. Williams, my foster father. He put up with my negative and positive behavior. That taught me life lessons that I will always remember. Shortly after, I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Green, my advisor. He sits down with me and have rare conversations that lets me realize that I'm not alone. Both of these men have influenced me to stand before you, hoping to encourage community ties and interpersonal bonds that are mutually beneficial. Thank you.